So today we're going to go over Unit 1, Day 8 notes, which is basically reviewing equation problems. So let's go ahead and start off with number 1. Now, the first thing you want to do is get rid of your parentheses. And of course, we have two sets of parentheses, so we're going to have to get rid of them both. So I'll start off with this one. 4 times 4x is 16x. 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Go ahead and bring down that equal sign just so you can separate the left and the right side. I'm also going to do 4 times 6x is 24x, and 4 times 4 is 16. As for the 8x, didn't mess with that, bring it down, and the minus 4. Okay. Now, second step, look at the left side and see if you can combine any like terms. Well, if you notice, I can. The 8x plus the 16x. When you combine those two, you get 24x. You didn't mess with the minus 12, so go ahead and bring that down. Also bring down your equal sign. So there's step 2, combine like terms for the left side. Now step 3, look at the right side and combine any like terms. Well, if you notice, you can. The plus 16 and the minus 4. 16 minus 4 is positive 12. And of course, the 24x didn't mess with that, so bring that down. And there you go, my new equation. Moving on to step number 4. Jailbreak one of the variables. Well, really, in this situation, there's really no difference into which one you want to move. So you can move this 24x over here, or you can move this 24x over here. Really, it doesn't make a difference. So I'm just going to go ahead and just choose this one and move it over, and that becomes minus 24x. This one got moved, so that's gone. 24x minus 24x, 0. So really, I just have negative 12 equal 12. Well, as you remember from yesterday's lesson, this is a false statement. That means no solution. So there's no solution for this problem. Okay, moving on. Number 2. Step 1, get rid of the parentheses. There's no parentheses, so we can skip that. Step 2, look at the left side and see if you can combine like terms, and I can. So we can do negative 10 plus 4 minus 5. So negative 10 plus 4 minus 5 gives me negative 11. Of course, the x didn't mess with that, so bring that down. Now, next step, look at the right side. Anything I can combine? Nope, so just bring that down exactly like it is. Now, next step, jailbreak one of the variables. So you can either choose to move the x over here or move the 7x over here. I'm just going to move the x over here to become a minus x. So I'm left with negative 11 equals 7x minus x is 6x, and then bring down your minus 5. Now next step is to jailbreak the constant. So I'm going to move that and make it a plus 5. So I'm left with negative 11 plus 5 is negative 6 equals, bring down your 6x. And then, of course, the last step is to move the coefficient. So the opposite of multiplying by 6, divide by 6. So x equals negative 6 divided by 6 is just negative 1. Okay, for example 1 under word problems, we're going to skip that problem and we're going to go ahead and do problem number 2 under that section. The sum of 3 even consecutive integers is 162. What is the sum of the largest and the smallest integer? Well, first we need expressions to represent my first even number, my second even number, and my third even number. Well, let's say that the first even number will just be represented by x. Now, give yourself an example. I'll say 2, 4, 6. Those are my 3 consecutive even numbers. Now, how can I use the first number to get to the second number? Well, I have to add 2. So let's do that. X plus 2 to give me my second even number. Now, how can I use the first number to get to the third number? Okay, you add 4. So let's do that. X plus 4. Now you might say, why do you keep saying x plus whatever we're adding? Well, we're using the first number, which we said was x, to get to the next number. So how can you use the first number, which is x, to get to the second one? Add 2. How can we use the first number to get to the third number? And we know that the first number is x, so add 4. And that's where the expressions come from. Now, the problem says that the sum of the 3 numbers is 162. So they're telling me that we're adding these 3 even numbers. So even number 1 plus even number 2 plus even number 3. So we're dealing with the even number. So the first one we said was x, plus the second even number is x plus 2, plus the third even number is x plus 4, and we said that equals 162. Now, x plus x plus x is 3x, and 2 plus 4 is 6, equals 162. Now, all you have to do is solve this two-step equation, jailbreak. So we're left with 162 minus 6 is 156, and then we'll divide by 3. So x equals 52. Now they ask me, what is the sum of the largest and the smallest integer? Well, I need to take this and figure out what my 3 even numbers are. So my smallest is 52. And if we do 52 plus 2, that gives me 54. And then we do 52 plus 4, that gives me 56. So my 3 even consecutive numbers are 52, 54, 56, but they said what is the largest plus the smallest. So the largest is 56 plus the smallest, which is 52. If you add those two, you get 108. So that is your final answer. Now, I am not going to work out the bottom part, the types of solutions, but I will tell you what the solution comes out to be. If you have any specific questions about the problem, please do not hesitate to ask me, but do take the time to work these problems out to make sure that you do get the same answer as we did. So for this one, you should end up with a false statement. So something like 0 does not equal 256. And that means it's a no solution. For the next problem, you will end up with something like 0 equals 0, which is a true statement. So that means it's infinite solutions. And for the last problem, of course, you're going to end up with one solution. So when you solve this problem, your answer will actually be n equals 6. Okay? Therefore, if you have any questions about this, please do not hesitate to ask me in class tomorrow.